Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another clearly you can tell I'm barefaced, which means we're going to be doing my makeup together and I'm going to chat with you. It's going to be a chatty get ready with me. I have been thinking about doing this video, to be honest, like sitting down and filming this video and sharing my thoughts for a while now, but I felt very vulnerable, to be very honest, to share some of the things in this video. So I'm really hoping that whatever I do share, it could be a little bit more deeper than how I usually talk about. And also, usually when I am talking about these kind of things, I'm not necessarily in the thick of it, and I still feel like I'm not in the thick of it. It's something that I've spoken to friends and I've kind of moved on from, and I'm basically working through it, but I still feel like I am still kind of in that same mindset. I mean, as much as I know that it's not going to change anyone's opinion, or it's not going to filter out the way the comments come on this video, but I still hope that those people who do end up commenting on this video, and if you're sharing your thoughts and opinions with me, then you come from a place of grace and you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to sound someone who's crying about her life on the internet. I'm not. The reason I wanted to sit down and make this video is to be completely 100% honest with all of you as to how I'm feeling about certain things, and also some of the things I feel like would be helpful to other people to also know that you're not alone. Because right now I do feel like, even though other people in my life have their own problems, and obviously my friends share what they are going through in their life with me, but in certain areas I do feel like a little alone. I don't feel like there is anyone who can truly understand how, like, what I'm coping with right now, because they either have it worse than me, or they just, like, we all have different kind of problems, right? You cannot say that the problems that someone else are facing are as bad as yours, or worse than yours, or better than yours. Like, it does not work that way, right? So I have a couple of different things to talk about, and I will do that as I'm doing my makeup. I will obviously not focus on the makeup and not share the products with you and what they are, but I will talk more about the topics that I want to talk about. So we're not going to move into the heavy topics directly. First, I want to talk about something that's more related to my channel, related to the content that I create on here. So yeah, let's like start with that topic first. So in this year I have given myself some very strict goals in terms of my overall beauty consumption. So last year I was trying out more new products, and I feel like if I had to give you like a total number as to how many new products I bought and tried out in the entire year, for those of you who don't know, I have a spreadsheet where literally every single time I buy a new thing, I make a note of it. I write whether it's a new product or whether it's like an old favorite which I'm repurchasing, and then at the end of the year, actually not end of the year, but like at the 6 months mark, and then at the 1 year point, I kind of go through the past 6 months purchases and filter out whatever is new, and then I make a list of all those new products and rank everything. So I did this in June 2024, and then I did it like recently in December 2024. So when I did that, the first time I think I had like more than 30 products or something, which was in June. So from Jan to June of 2024, I tried out about 30 to 40-ish new products. And then this time around, from July to December, I tried out almost 50 plus new products. So that tells you how much just purely new stuff that I bought in the span of 1 year, like almost 80 to 90 products, you can say. And that's a lot, trust me, that's a lot. And I'm kind of glad that I got through a lot of these things as well, but I still have a lot of stuff from last year which I still have in my collection. I'm still using those products. I feel like I didn't declutter as much, and maybe this is my guess, again I don't know because I've never done this before and I've never tallied the number, but I feel like in past years I had more new stuff than this, which is why my overall collection was also very big. Now, considering the number of things that I brought into my life, the number of things I used up, the number of things I still have in my collection, I have a decent amount. And there was also a lot of content that I created overall, including stuff about new content. I mean, new content about new stuff is what I'm trying to say. And then also, like, I make sure to always talk about the products which I'm still loving, still using, like that kind of thing. But with trying out products over the years, and with as much as I love trying out new stuff, I also love to go back to the products that I know and love, because over the past maybe 2ish years I've realized that a lot of times it just makes sense to stick to what you love, especially in certain categories, versus buying and trying out new things which may work for you or they might not work for you. So ever since I've realized that, and I've been practicing like repurchasing all my favorite products for the most part, I mean, there are still categories where I buy and try out new products, right? So I'm not discounting that, but I'm just saying that if I didn't do YouTube for, I wouldn't say a living, because I don't do YouTube for a living. For those of you who don't know, I don't even make like decent money. I want to say, like, it's not even like pocket money worth money which I make. I don't know what people over here think who watch my content, that oh, she is just talking about this because she got it for free, or because, I don't know, like, most of the people who, you know, make those kind of comments, they don't even know that I barely make, I want to say, even 3 digits. I mean, I make literally 2 digits make commission every month, on average. So yeah, it's like less than 100 rupees. I mean, why am I even saying digits? Let me just tell you, I make maybe like 100 rupees every month. मतलब जब मुझे पॉकेट मनी मिलता था डेकेड अगो, दैट वाज आल्सो लाइक 500 रुपीज़ 1000 रुपीज़ ऐसा, एंड ये तो उतना भी नहीं है. सो व्हाट आई मेक इज़ बेसिकली close to nothing. So I mean, I'm doing this only because it's a hobby and because I love creating content. It's something that I really enjoy. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I love sharing beauty products that I'm using, loving, trying out, etc. Like, that's why I do what I do, right? So when I think about it, it doesn't make sense for me to spend an excessive amount of money trying out new products to review them with a no ROI, and B, like, I'm spending my khud ka earned money. This is not money that I am making from YouTube and I'm putting back into it. That's not the case. So I'm like, just because I have a YouTube channel, I'm trying out and buying new products, and I don't feel like it's worth it. So that got me thinking as to what I want to do. Like, I'm gonna still create content. This is not me indirectly telling you that I'm gonna stop creating content, at least not yet, because I still love it. And I don't know, part of me, like a small part of me, still thinks that if I keep doing it for long enough, then maybe at a certain point I will start making money out of it. I'll make more money out of it. I'll probably never do it full time, that is for sure. But I mean, I don't know if I should really say that, because who knows what's going to happen in the future, right? But I'm just saying, I'm never going to quit my career for YouTube. I'm never going to probably make enough I'm never going to make as much as I do with my regular like salary that I get every month. But yeah, we went on a different tangent. So I'm still going to keep making YouTube videos. I just don't know as to how to what type of content I should create that is still fun and exciting for you guys, but at the same time I'm not constantly reviewing new products. Like, again, to say this out loud, I feel really bad, because I feel like the reason I even started doing YouTube in the first place, and the reason I started my YouTube channel, was because I wanted to try out new products, review them on this channel for other people to know what to buy and what not to buy. That was the reason I started my YouTube channel. For those of you who didn't know, back when I started it, I think in 2017, yeah, 2017, because that's the year I turned 18, and I started my YouTube channel on my 18th birthday, which is 7 years ago now. A little bit more than 7 years, because I'm 25 plus now. So yeah, the reason I started my YouTube channel 7 years ago was because back then, there weren't as many people who were creating content as compared to now. There wasn't like, there was still money that you could make, probably, like it had started booming at that point, but it was not like now. It was not like people were doing Meesho, Myntra, Ajio affiliate content like so much just to make money through affiliate earnings. Like, it was not that way. People were reviewing products and sharing their thoughts on it, and then other people were deciding whether or not they want to buy something based on those reviews. Like, that is the reason why I started, because I did sometimes also feel like there are people out there who are not posting their honest thoughts and opinions on certain products, and I wanted to be someone who shared my completely 100% honest thoughts on everything, and based on that, other people could decide whether or not something is good and whether or not they want to spend their money on it. So that is why I started my YouTube channel in the first place 7+ years ago. So to now sit here and say that I will I'm not going to stop trying out new products, but I'm going to considerably decrease the number of products that I am buying and trying out, like new products basically, that I'm going to be buying and trying out, because A, I'm doing it with my own money, B, I actually do love a lot of the things that I've tried out over the years, and sometimes I would rather stick to what I know and love instead of buying and trying out something new. Okay, I was looking for my eyeshadow brush, which was why suddenly I was like, kahan gaya? Okay, so yeah, I kind of feel like that is something that is going to just very subtly change you guys. Again, this is something I have been thinking, I think, since December. Today is January 7th. So yeah, I've been thinking about this since maybe a couple of weeks, close to a month ish, maybe actually a little bit less than a month, I feel. So again, I don't know whether it is like just the fact that this time of the year, like December, January, transition, new year, new me, whatever, and also usually whenever I'm planning my content, I plan it from Jan to December, ki what is this year going to be all about in terms of content. And usually every year I kind of share how my channel is going to change a little bit with the new year, and like what my plans are for the new year. So when I was thinking about all those things, that is when I came up with all of these thoughts, and it kind of got me very sad. I'll tell you that. And it also, like, I didn't want to sit down and film a video all about it immediately, because I was like, let me think about it, let me kind of sit with these thoughts for a couple of days, sleep over it, see how I feel after a couple of days. You know, do I still feel the same way? Because कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि in the moment you decide something, but then later on you realize कि अरे नहीं, ऐसे नहीं करना है मुझे. But this is more serious than that. This is something which probably, whether I sat down and told you guys or not, this would happen. But then I wanted to talk to you about it properly before you see kind of any, like, before you see the change in my channel. I want to talk to you about it, and then the change will happen. So that's how I wanted to kind of go about it. Now the second part of this is how am I going to like, what am I going to do with my content? How often am I going to post? Am I going to still post the same amount and do different content, or am I going to reduce my content and stick to beauty? Now this is kind of the one thing which I am a little confused about, to be honest, because I don't know whether changing my channel trajectory, or maybe not changing it, but like doing 50% beauty makeup and then 50% of other content is going to help my channel grow. And also I'm going to still like stick to being my authentic self. I'm not going to start creating fashion content or any other kind of lifestyle content just because that would help my channel grow, or that would, you know, help me financially, monetarily, whatever. I'm still going to stick to being me, and what fits my life, what feels most authentic to me, that's what I'm always going to create content about. That is for sure. The other option is to reduce my uploading frequency, maybe make it twice a week instead of thrice a week, and that would mean that there would be less pressure to you know, just it sounds really bad, but to just put out content for the sake of it. So that is still definitely not going to happen. So yeah, I think at least for the first couple of months I feel like I have enough where I could film 3 videos a week and stick to beauty. Maybe there'll be a couple of weeks where you'll just see 2 videos, or I have certain ideas as to where I can incorporate certain lifestyle content, like maybe doing like how much I spent this month wala video, sharing with you more in detail things about my life, where I spend money, how much I eat out, how often I shop, what I shop, what I spend my money on. Basically that's what it's going to be about. And then I also have like a spin-off. I don't know if it's like a spin-off exactly, but I have this idea where I basically do like sort of a monthly favorites, but it wouldn't exactly be monthly favorites. It'll be more so like the products I've been using and loving this month, and it would either be the same things that I'm using again and again and again every month, or else it'll be like what skincare I'm using, what moisturizer I'm using currently, what sunscreen I'm using, what lipstick, loose powder, blush, whatever, like a perfume, like what am I using every single day for those entire 38 days, or not 38 days, I was going to say 28 days or 31 days or 30 days of the month. I'll basically share that with you. So that's not exactly lifestyle, again it's more beauty, but it's going to be different than what I have done before, where usually if it's monthly favorites and I'm always talking about either new things or more newer things, not repeating the same things again and again and again and again. So yeah, that is another idea that I had, and I have a couple of more ideas. So yeah, I'm kind of again debating and thinking about whether I should start incorporating those ideas. And in the past, sometimes when I come up with a new idea or a new series that I want to start on my channel, 50% of the time I think it does really well. The other 50% of the time it doesn't go so well. So yeah, that's obviously like a chance thing, right? You have to always take a chance and see how things go. So I mean, that's something that I just have to kind of try out and see whether it's going to go well or it's going to be a flop. Both the situations could totally be possible. So yeah, that is basically the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about. And I realized कि मतलब एक चीज़ बताने में मेरा makeup almost हो ही गया है पूरा. So I'll also talk about the second thing, because this one I feel like I was more inclined to share with you, even though it's more vulnerable. But I wanted to share this because I feel like other people might also be feeling this way, but we just don't know कि हम किसको बताए ये हमारे deepest, darkest thoughts. So with 2024, I feel like it was an amazing year for me in so many different ways. My first international trip, not first actually, it was not my first international trip, it was my second international trip, but the first one with my family, with my parents, which was more of a vacation versus like a work trip or like a workation, that kind of thing. Because in the past when I've traveled abroad, it was more for those reasons. Now there are a lot of amazing things that I achieved in 2024, including a promotion, including there are just a lot of great accomplishments that I've had in 2024. So I feel like that put more pressure on 2025 as to what I'm going to achieve this year. And I don't have any upcoming trips planned in 2025, not locally, and I mean, when I say locally, I mean domestic. Neither do I have any international trips planned. I'm obviously now at a higher promotion, not a higher promotion, a higher position in my company, so there are no upcoming promotions that I'm working towards. It's more so succeeding at my current role. That is a priority for me, but that is something that obviously is going to take time, effort every single day, and it's also something that in terms of metrics and how you can measure how good I am at my job, it's not as easy to probably measure that now versus what it was earlier. So there is nothing I feel like big that is upcoming for me, and that is probably the reason why I put too much pressure on myself as to what am I going to achieve, like what big am I going to achieve this year, what are my big goals, and I felt like there was nothing, and that kind of demotivated me to think about कि यार मतलब it's so monotonous. Everyone has so many big goals for this year, and everyone is planning their mood board, vision board, goals, this, that, etc, 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 and I don't know if I'm putting it the right way, but I just didn't feel motivated or excited or looking forward to 2025 in that way. I felt like, oh, this is going to be just a waste of a year. That's how I felt. Like, that is, I'm telling you, the most deepest thoughts, and it can be a little bit brutal, so that's why I'm like saying it as a joke, but that's how I felt. And it's kind of sad if you think about it, to not look forward to anything. I feel like the main reason we should have goals for ourselves is because there is something to look forward to, and I didn't feel like I was looking forward to it. I just want to clear this up and say I was not depressed, I didn't have any anxiety. I mean, yeah, maybe I was a little anxious, but not like anxiety. I was not depressed. I just felt like demotivated and deflated, and like there was nothing looking forward. I was not looking forward to anything, and I think that combined with my channel, and yeah, it was just a lot of thoughts going on at the same time in my head, and I know I'm repeating myself again and again, but there was literally nothing I was looking forward to. And it can be challenging, like I said, this time of the year, because when you open social media, all you see is other people's feed and what how amazing their year was. And again, my year was amazing too, though I didn't post about it because I didn't want to. I felt like I would be rubbing it in other people's faces who maybe didn't have a very great 2024. So thinking about that, and also I am a very private person. I don't always share all of my big accomplishments, or I just don't like to share all the good things in my life, because I feel like nazar lag jati hai, to be honest. So that is also one of the other reasons why I didn't feel like I want to share all my accomplishments. But I was very proud of my own accomplishments of 2024, and then when I saw people posting about 2025 and all the amazing things they want to do, all the goals that they've set for themselves, everything, I felt alone, in the sense that I don't have anything I'm looking forward to. I don't know what my goals of this year are going to be. I don't have any big plans for this year in that sense, whether it be any of the things that I mentioned earlier. So that made me feel very sad, alone, demotivated. I've said all of this a bunch of times. So the reason why I'm sharing all of this is because I don't have any plans. It's not like I magically came up with any plans overnight and now I'm feeling more motivated or more inspired, but I just don't want to feel the way I've been feeling right now. So I'm trying to pep talk myself into it and tell myself that it's okay, you will figure it out, you will come up with something for sure. You still have time to plan more trips in this upcoming year. You have to, of course, succeed at your position. You have to work your hardest, whether or not that is something that could be measured or not measured. And yeah, just keep going. I gave myself some goals for my channel that I want to do in 2025, how I want to grow my numbers further this year, how much money I want to save this year, maybe some of the things that I want to kind of buy myself eventually in life, and working towards those goals. So basically I motivated myself back up again, but I still don't feel 100% there. But again, like I said, we're getting there, and I know that there are probably other people out there as well who might be feeling this way. If you are feeling this way, know that you're not alone. Know that I'm also there with you, and feel free to share how you're feeling with me. I would like to be your online friend on the internet, who you can DM, who you can talk about these things, because we can relate on that level. So yeah, I would love to chat with you, because I really think that anyone who feels this way should at least have someone to talk about. Like, it's not like I've not spoken about these things to my friends, my family. I have to kind of like let go of the burden a little bit, but as much as it's helped, it's also something that I have to deal with on my own. So if you don't have someone to talk about, feel free to talk to me about it, because I would love to be there to support you and help you through that, because I know what it feels like. And then the other thing is, how can you work towards it? So how you can work on it is basically just pep talking yourself. To be honest, I feel like I've done it and it worked for me a little bit in a way. So I think that's how you can work through it yourself as well. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you today, and well, clearly it's going to be a 30-minute video now. So I'm going to go do my entire makeup, but I just wanted to sit down here and talk to you guys, and I also have to go film some more content before I leave for work today. So I'm going to go do that, but I hope that you found comfort in this video. I usually ask you guys if you found it fun, informative, helpful, etc. Helpful for sure. I hope you found it helpful, but yeah, let me know your thoughts down below on everything that I spoke to you guys about today. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about it? The channel changes that I asked you about, what feedback would you have from me? What suggestions would you have? What would you want to see from me in the new year and going forward? Let me know down below. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and your support always means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much for subscribing, for supporting, for watching my videos. It helps me out, obviously, and I really appreciate and enjoy it. Those of you who regularly watch my videos, and if you're commenting regularly, I see you. I feel like I recognize so many of you now as being a part of this channel for a long time, because I've seen your comments over months and months and months. So I know that you're watching all of my videos, and thank you so much for all the support. You don't know how much it means to me, but it truly means the absolute world to me. So thank you so freaking much for that. But I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, bye guys.